how to make a seed snail with a black plastic bag like this.
Hello, welcome to 7 Garden, where we talk about gardening, ways to save money, and other special events. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified of all upcoming videos.
To make a seed snail with plastic bag like this, we're gonna cut it into three parts, a third of each. The first two parts are we're gonna use them for snail. The bottom we're gonna use for covering the bottom of the two snails we're gonna make with this. So we're gonna cut it again. So we pull this one out, and what is left is just the bottom part. We're gonna split this again so that we have a long strip. If you want a shorter strip, you can cut it a little bit shorter than this. But since I'm gonna use a long strip, we're gonna use the full length of the strip. But if you want a nice shorter one, you can take 1/3 of it out, or 1/4 of it out and use it. But we're gonna cut the bottom part into two, like I'm doing here. The bottom part is gonna cover the bottom of the two snails we're gonna make. So you're gonna see that very soon. So let's fill up our seed snail with our seed starting mix. You can use seed starting mix or potting mix depending on what you're growing. But I'm putting my filling it up with my potting mix, and so I'm just gonna fill it up. Since this is a very long one, I'm gonna fill it up, fold it a little bit, then add more because I don't have a long enough surface here to cover the whole thing. So if you have a longer surface, you can just fill it all completely, then you start folding it. But I'm going to fold it before adding some new um, materials to it, so that I can continue folding it to get the whole snail done. So let me know in the comments below if you've seen this or you've done this. We either with plastic or with other materials. Let me know in the comments below. So like I said before, we're just gonna keep folding it, and then you want to look for something. You can use a tape, or you can use rope to hold it together, so that way it sticks, it holds the shape together, it holds the plastic in place. So I'm gonna use tape to hold it together, or you can use plastic. So now what we're gonna do is you want to hold the bottom and then just slide it into the other piece of the bottom that we have over here. Hold it together so that way the soil doesn't come out, because if you don't seal the bottom like this, the soil is going to come out easily. So sealing it like this is going to prevent the soil from coming out. And now we can just use you can use a tape or we can use a rope to just hold it together, so that way the plastics are held together with the soil, and then we can plant our seeds in it. Also very important, we want to, if you do this, you want to make sure that you make some holes at the bottom, because we are adding this plastic at the bottom. It's going to seal the bottom completely. So you can use a knife or scissors or anything. Just make sure that you have make some holes at the bottom, so that way it can drain out any excess liquids that you might have inside, or whenever you water it. So I saw this particular video online, and I said I should try it. I've done seed snail in the past, but I used cardboard paper. This one was something new, so I said I should try it, and definitely it's a great idea to upcycle or use some of the plastic that we get from buying, like mulch, compost, and other stuff for the garden. So now it's time for us to plant our seeds. So you want to make sure that you plant your seeds. You plant the seeds in all the various rungs, or all the various layers that we have here, just so that it occupies most of the top of the seed snail. So I have a lot of seeds. I'm just gonna plant all the seeds that I have over here. I know some of them might not come out, but I'm gonna plant all of them on here, and stay tuned so we can see how it goes with it. So let me know in the comments below, have you tried something like this, or do you intend to try this? Let me know in the comments below if you would try something like this to start your seeds this year or next year. So I soak my seeds. So the seeds that I'm planting are okra seeds. So I soak the seeds for at least 12 hours, just to speed up the germination process. So that's why they have them in paper towel right here, because I drain the water, and then I'm just planting the seeds into our seed snail over here. So I'm just making sure that at least I cover all the areas, and then I'm just going to use a little bit of soil just to cover, just to coat the seeds so that way the seeds are completely covered, and then we can water it to make sure that the seeds stay moist, and so that they can continue staying moist and germinate much faster. So now I'm just watering it to make sure that the seeds, whenever you transplant or whenever you plant seeds, you just make sure that the seeds stay moist. That's what helps them to soften the coat, mostly the outer coat, and it helps them to start germinating. So moisture is the key here. So we are done doing it. So now we're just making holes at the bottom, just to make sure that, like I said earlier, just to make sure that it has good drainage. And we are all done. So we're gonna put it in a nice sunny location in our greenhouse, where there's a lot of warm temperature. The next thing we're gonna do is plant the second seed snail that we made. We want to make sure that we plant the same. I'm planting the same thing on both of them. I'm planting okra. Since the okras are gonna be in here for at least 2 months, I'm sure they're gonna be able to hold and continue to grow in here until we're able to transplant it into the garden. So I'm just making sure that we put the rest of the okra in this seed snail, and then we're gonna do the same thing, cover it with soil, water it, and we should be good to go in terms of planting all our seed snail. So I do see seed snail once in a while, and most often I use it. I use it for like tomatoes, which grow very fast and big. But okra is the first time doing seed snail with okra, so hopefully this is a much better experience with this method right here. So if you're liking the video so far, please smash the like button, comment below, and also let me know what you're growing in your garden this year. So I'm growing quite a lot of stuff. So follow me so that way you are up to date with the stuff that I'm doing in the garden and in the greenhouse. So now I'm just filling it with the soil like I did the first one. We're just gonna fill it up, then water it, and we are done. So like I said earlier, I'm gonna put it in the greenhouse, leave it in the greenhouse. You can put it on the windowsill if you don't have a greenhouse, but just make sure that you put it where there's consistently warm temperature. Most seeds germinate and do well once the temperature is above 70 degrees, especially tropical plants like okra that loves the hot temperature. You want to provide as much hot temperature as possible for them. So this is it after about a month. They are looking awesome. They've grown so fast, so big. Look at them. A lot of them came out. Quite a few of them, the seeds did not germinate, but at least a majority of them germinated, and you can see how big they are. They've been growing, and they're gonna keep growing. We still have about 3 weeks to go to be able to transplant this outside into the garden, because our last frost date is still May, around the first week of May. So I'll just continue watering it and making sure that they are ready by the time we have ready to plant in the garden. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, smash the like button. If you're not following me, follow me for more videos like this. Comment below. Let me know what you think about it. And also, don't forget to share. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy growing, everybody.